Hello, everyone, and happy bank holiday weekend. If you're having an August bank holiday like we are in the UK, it is scorching here, which I know us British people talk about the weather a lot, but it really is scorching and we are not made up for this weather. Hence my sweaty hair. I'm not looking quite as glamorous as I was earlier on the photo. Um, but what I want to talk about is body confidence and when we all have that body image crisis. Although well done if you don't. I think too often we think it's a bad thing when people are confident about themselves, but actually I think it's a really good thing and it's really positive. As you know, with me, I've had various eating disorders over the years, and really struggled with body image. I think because growing up, hey everyone watching, I may have to put on my glasses now. But yeah, so I had a real struggle growing up. I was literally, I think, oh, thank you, Becky, you're my hero. I think I was literally born with these hips, which now I've grown to love, and I do love being curvy now. Maybe it's because it's more in fashion these days, I don't know, or maybe it's because with old age you just get used to your own body. And I always say I am perfectly imperfect, so just because I'm fairly confident in myself now doesn't mean that I think I'm perfect. Definitely not perfect. I can feel these thighs, but I'm perfectly imperfect. But whilst I talk about mental health and well-being and being positive about yourself, I too still get those moments of crisis. Like today, I feel really sweaty and really gross, and not like vlogging because I think the world does not want to see this. But actually, it's those days where we've just got to show up, even when we feel horrid about ourselves. Hey everyone. Even when we feel horrid about ourselves, I know that I've got to keep going through the. Oh, thank you, Becky. I really do hope it helps. I know I've got to keep going through the process, and just show up, and it will feel better. So if you see my Instagram, which is at Mama Made Blog, on Saturday night I went out. Well, I didn't mean to go out. I was just going to go to my friend's party for a drink, non-alcoholic, because when I went out a few weeks ago with my single mum friends, you'll see our funny live vlog, and I did drink. It took me like a week to get over it. So anyway, I went out on Saturday and I was going to wear this lime green dress, and before I went out I thought I just want to wear black. I want to cover up and I want to wear black. I don't feel like going out as much as I wanted to celebrate my friend Rochelle's birthday. Hello everyone watching. And then I talked to myself, because back in the day, if I felt like that, I would have hid away, made my excuses, tried not to go out, or to be honest, I would have gone out and just got absolutely wasted and drank a lot of alcohol until I felt better temporarily about myself. But rather than putting on a black dress, I still wore my lime green dress. And the reason is because I know that if you just go through the process, to make yourself feel better, and even when you don't feel like it, like we all have those bad days where we just feel like now, right now, I've been running this morning, then I did get ready to do some work, and then I've now got a sleepover happening in the background. They should be asleep, but I can hear footprints. So I've been running around like a headless chicken and feel a bit bleh. But I've shown up because I really wanted to talk to you, because it's Monday and I do my vlog. I either upload or do a live. But also because on Saturday I still got myself dressed. I still wore my lime green dress. Yeah, I know. Sleepover. Sorry, Becky's saying it sounds like her girls. And yeah, sleepovers should just be called overs. There is no sleep going on. I can hear right now as my floor is going. But anyway, I still went out, and then actually I didn't drink any alcohol because I was feeling really rubbish about myself. And I know alcohol only is a temporary plaster. And I just danced, and I ended up staying out really late because I literally just danced all night. And it was so much fun. And yeah, I got hit on, and that though actually, whilst it is a fair compliment, it for me, it's what you feel inside that really matters. And actually just going out and dancing, being me, being free, not drinking alcohol. I did have a lot of caffeine, and I did have sugar-free Red Bull, so I wasn't this total health guru. But yeah, just going out and going through the processes, I felt so much better, even just by the end of the night. And it wasn't that my body had changed throughout the night. Obviously, I can't lose weight or tone up within a few hours as much as I felt like I had. But I had that buzz because I'd gone out, I'd put on my lime green dress, and I'd seen people, I'd socialised, I'd chatted to people, and most of all, I'd danced. You know how much I love dancing. And so sometimes, no matter how rubbish we feel, if we just put on our dress, or if you don't wear dresses, if that's just a metaphor, if we just kind of fake it until we make it, I love that phrase. And then you do always feel better in the end, and you realize like all your little flaws that you notice, often people don't notice. So at the moment I've got a real issue, like, because I'm fairly confident these days because I've really worked on it. But at the moment, I've got an issue with my age. So I notice now, and it's not like my face has changed that much in the past few months, but I notice on all my photos, like my dark circles under my eyes, or my like smile marks and stuff. And it's not even that my face has changed that much. I hope it hasn't anyway. But that is because that's in my head. All my days, I'm 31 now. And people are, Andrew's saying, flaws make us all real. And it's true. I actually, when I look at a man or even a woman I can find attractive, I actually don't go for the so-called perfect whatever we have in our head of this Hollywood perfection. I actually find flaws attractive, and I think we're all just unique in what we find attractive as well. So there's no like one size fits all anyway. But anyway, I digress. So because my age is in my head at the moment, and also on Saturday night, I must say, some guy asked me how old I was. Everyone always thinks I'm younger than I am. And then actually a few guys asked me how old I was, and they assumed I was in my early 20s. And I was like, oh no, I'm 31. And they're like, oh really? You look really good for your age, which is kind of like a backhanded compliment. One guy even said, oh wow, so you're the grandma of the group. I was like, that is not a good chat up line. I must tell you now, that is not a good chat up line to start with. But yeah, anyhow, I got over that though. I was like the grandma of the group, but never mind. I was the kind of most crazy one anyway. But yeah, so anyway, but because age is in my head, it's funny how you suddenly start to see all the things that are in your head. And that's what you've got to realize, is that Andrew's saying 31, what the bleep? Why, how old did you think I was? I did get ID'd as well, which I'm quite impressed about. And because that's in my head, that's what I see. And that's often what translates. So by the end of the night, because I was feeling really good, because I'd been dancing lots, and I started to feel like I liked my dress again. Becky is 28. And I started to like my dress by the end of the night. I felt really good, and it's not like my looks had changed. I'd not got younger throughout the night, but I had, Andrew thought I was 27, thank you. I am not in my 20s anymore. I should be mature, but I'm actually, I've kind of like gone up, and then you kind of go full circle, I think, with maturity. I got really mature, I think, late 20s, and then now I'm back again. Back to like being 18. Red Samurai, 34. I hope you don't mean it about me. But anyway, Yeah, and nothing had changed. And so it's the same. So also because, oh, thank you, Becky, saying she likes my hair. It's made myself. I literally have done nothing with my hair today because I'm so hot. Um, and yeah, and nothing had actually changed about me by the end of the night. It was just my mentality. And that's also the other thing, because when I go through phases, do you know, if you just get an issue where you think about, oh, my stomach looks this and that, and because I haven't belly danced as much, I get a bit like self-conscious now because I'm not dancing as much about my stomach. But then as soon as I start thinking that, that's all I see in videos and photos is my stomach. Like that, there's that advert where it's like belly's gonna get you, and it's not that my stomach is anything to look at. It's because it's in my head that that's all I see. But I now know, whilst I still get those feelings and those thoughts, like I used to have, it's called dysmorphia about my face, where I had an absolute hatred of my face, like an unreasonable hatred of my face. Like, I know it sounds really silly, and this isn't fishing for compliments, it's a genuine disorder. But like to the point where I'd want to die because I hated my face so much. That's how bad it was. But these days, it's amazing how far I've come. It's not like I don't have my bad days where I look at my face or my body and I'm like, oh God, Sophie. But because I go to the gym, I feel strong in myself. So I think, well, do you know what? I'm very lucky that my body's functioning at the moment, and I can keep strong and fit, so that helps my mentality. But also I know it's just in my head these days. I know that it's just my mindset that needs to change, not my body. Like my body could be at any size, or my face could look any way, and if my mindset isn't right, it will always look wrong to me. But I've got a lot faster in being able to turn it around. So rather than letting it get on top of me and not do anything and self-harm or refuse to eat, that's what I used to do, not eat until I went out on a night and then got absolutely wasted. I know I have to keep going through the motions. I'll have to eat throughout the day. Oh, thank you very much. Somebody saying Becky's saying I'm beautiful on the outside and inside, and that's all that matters, is the inside. Thank you. And it is definitely a mindset thing, and we can train ourselves to get through that process quicker. So rather than it letting me like hold me back, instead I think, well, do you know what, I'm gonna wear this dress because I wore this dress a few weeks ago. Can't have changed that much, and I looked okay in it then. And actually it's probably just my head, and actually it's probably because I haven't slept that well, or it's probably because I've had this stress going on and I haven't done this. And you learn to process it faster. So I just say fake it until you make it. So go through the motions, and even if you need to, like I used to, when I was belly dancing and performing and I really didn't feel like it, I used to like imagine I was like Marilyn Monroe, or somebody who I thought like Scarlett Johansson or Jessica Alba, who I think are like, they're like my ideal attraction, they're like my girl crushes. And I just think if I was like them, and I just embodied that until I felt like I was. Unfortunately, I didn't end up looking like Jessica Alba or Scarlett Johansson, but that doesn't matter, because it's what you are in your head that really matters, and what you are on your inside. So there's my words of wisdom. So whilst I'm not feeling like woohoo, totally body confident right now, that's okay, because we have these waves, don't we? But what's good is how fast I can overcome that now. And I know for me, rather than wallowing, just go to the gym or go for a run. Or I did lots of hot yoga at the weekend and did a run outside this morning, and it wasn't for any real purpose other than making myself feel good and strong again. So I really recommend just being active, getting out as much as you can, or just moving, to take your mind off things. But I'd love to know what your experiences are, and if you're having a blur day, what you do to kind of get yourself going and feeling really good and confident about yourselves. Anyway, thanks so much for joining me tonight, or watching whenever you're watching this back. Do chat to me on social at Mama May Blog. I'm MAMAMEI BLOG, Mama May Blog. So you have to really think about this. This is my issue. I'm dyslexic, so names and stuff, I can't even blooming spell my own name half the time. It depends what time of day you get me. But anyway, it's been so nice having you here with me, and I will send a link. I'll post a link below. Actually, it should have all my links below, if that's easy enough. But please, if not already, thanks so much, Becky. Thanks so much, Andrew. I hope it does help, and I hope you don't mind me joining you on a sweaty Betty night like this. But actually, I've got to stop talking about the weather, because my business partner is German, and she said I'm like really British, because apparently I apologise when I bump into furniture, and all I do is talk about the changing weather in the UK. So I better zip it. And I will see you all later. So I'm going to try and sort out these footprints upstairs, try and get them to sleep. If you have any tips to get kids to sleep when they're having a sleepover, please do let me know, or just send help. All right, peace, love, and shimmies. And I'll see you all soon. See you later. Bye.